YouTube saying we're sorry. I don't know what that means. And here we are. We are
I don't
live.
know. It says rabies.
I have Ken on the line, and Ken, you sent me information on some weird stuff.
There you come up. You're
Yep,
alive.
yep,
Start
yep,
it down.
yeah. Now let me ask you. Now, Ken, you sent me some really important stuff, pretty crazy stuff, but real stuff. Since you saw that UFO, since you saw it land and saw the whole thing, and you had something happen to you, you just sat there and saw it.
Well, I told you 2 years ago that I just had a feeling that there was something on me. But, I had my wife check this. I told her, I said, it's in my back.
Yeah, I see it right here.
And I've been telling her that for over 50 years.
50 years.
And one day I told her, she says, I think I can feel it. I said, dig it out.
Wow.
I said, I can take the pain. Well, she dug and the blood started running, so she quit.
Yeah.
And the next day, she says, I can see it now. I get it with the tweezers, and she pulled it out. And I looked at that thing.
She told me more than that. She told me more than that.
She says, what are you going to do with it? I said, put it in the trash. That thing's been on me too many years. Put it in the trash. And now I wished I wouldn't, but, I did.
Oh, my gosh. No, it's terrible. You should have put it in a pill bottle. A pill bottle. Should have saved it. I mean, serious. I have a guy. It used to be in Santa Barbara. I don't think he's passed away. He's a doctor, and they had several of these folks that had these probes. And I'm telling you, these are real probes. This is something you had in you after seeing this all those years bothering you, and now you have it removed. How do you feel now?
It's not that I don't have no feeling there no more.
See,
it's gone.
That's what it is.
But the thought of that thing and seeing it, that don't leave. That never changed.
No, it's in your memory for sure.
But she was on my back 4 and 5, 6 times a day. I said, scratch that thing, man, give it.
How deep did she have to go? It looks like a deep hole. My gosh, that looks deep. We have it up on film right now on the Kangost deal, and I'm going to show them. The probe. I believe it's a probe. Why would that be in you? There it is. That is the common look of a probe, a device that aliens have left in people's bodies, from the behind the ear up the nose. I'm serious, folks.
That thing was in there about 1/4 of an inch.
Way in there. Did it start? It never moved, huh?
No. Well, in the last 10 years, I'd say it moved more to the surface of my back.
Maybe.
And that's how she could start to feel that thing.
Yeah. My gosh.
But, you can feel something, but you don't see it. And just one day I told her, I said, dig it. I said, if pain gets too bad, I'll go over there and I'll get some of that stuff. They spray it out of a can to numb. I said, well, I'll do something, but you got to get the thing out of my back.
Gosh. Ken,
and
to this
tried,
day.
And then, it started bleeding too much, so she quit.
Yeah.
And the next day, later on that day, she says, I can see it now.
Yeah. Yeah. And she looked at on a magnifying glass and whatever. She saw different things too. These things are very odd. And I think they're different caliber when they put them in you to see certain things or come back and see you, whatever. They are different implants that they have. I really believe it. So I've seen them different ones, but this is a very similar one that was a guy in Santa Barbara had. And this doctor, I forget the name. I apologize on this program.
That's why I said show the people what it looks like.
So it's up there.
They know it's real. It's not.
Darn it. You threw it away. I wanted to have it in a pill box because that's the proof.
Yeah, well,
really. And I know people have taken on their heads, their jawbone, their foot inside their foot, up and around the ankle, in the bone by the ankle. Come on, man, that don't happen. You never had nothing happen to you. I mean, that's what happens. So now you had one.
I went to the doctor today. And I showed it to him and told him where it was. And he told me, he says, that looks like a piece of shrapnel. I said, shrapnel from what?
Yeah, you never in a war like that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's B-shaped.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have something done for myself down the road. and we'll see what that is. But I got to thank you guys, you, Dee, and yourself. I have information you sent me on this whole different Earth thing and some other thing, and information you sent me from this gentleman's passed away, I guess. But we're going to talk about that together on another program. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, it's okay with me. That's why I sent you the envelope and everything, just like I got it back in.
Oh, I'm telling you, folks, get ready for this one.
1999.
He has researched.
The envelope to come to me in.
Yep.
But his niece told me you can't go in his house. It is Florida ceiling UFO stuff.
Yeah. See, he's an investigator.
He didn't live too far from here, but I never went down to see him. He come to see me, but I didn't go to see him. Well,
I might have to make a trip out there to see you and him and talk about some stuff, because this is what I do, investigations also.
I hated when I got the phone call and told me that John passed away, but
oh, wow.
You know, he was 70. He's 77. He was a little bit older than me whenever he died. He was 77.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114.
Now that line is open, and Ken's on that line. I do not know how long that line will last, due to the fact the phone company is ill. Well, they're the worst. I don't know. They could get it together or not. We'll give them another vote. But they've hurt us badly, and also the town of Goodsprings. No 911 when somebody hurts themselves. What's going to happen? But I'm asking everybody to really get a hold of that CenturyLink. That's who they are. I can't help it. And that's who they are. And our lines have been up and down all week, all month. It's been terrible. And I'm not going to pay for a service that I'm not getting. So I may be going to another type of phone line service and what have you. We don't have only one up here. We're in a rural area. We are, well, I can't say the word. Anyway, we are. But anyway, it's a rough one. Yeah. But Ken, I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you and Dee so much for everything you guys have done for this program and being involved with the program, of which you have experienced some cool stuff. And no, sincerely, we became friends. And I'll tell you one thing, we love you. And thank you for being with K Ghost Radio.
Well, I just appreciate Randy for letting me know about you. I didn't know, living here in Florida, I didn't know you existed.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be up here soon. He's flying in, and I saw a thing on his face with his daughter, which he's a great guy. I hang out with former cops, former truck drivers, and all my buddies. I do it all. We have fun. Radio people. It's what it's all about. I love people.
Well, I have fun just talking to you and telling you what happened to me, and nobody wanted to believe it, but
well, I do believe it, and no, other people believe you. Trust me. You look at the numbers, you'll see it all. Trust me.
Yeah, most of everybody's dead that was involved in that thing out there that night.
Well, we're gonna go back to all that, and folks, trust me. If things go well, we get popped on and popped off. I think we have some hacking stuff going on. We're working on that. I got investigators looking at that. When you're a threat to somebody on radio or what have you, they're maybe jealous, or I don't know. They make things happen behind the scenes. But you know what? Good prevails, and I really believe that. God bless you, buddy. I'll be talking to you soon, Ken. Thanks so much. And thank you.
Have a good one, Larry.
Hey, thank you, and I love you both.
Bye.
Bye. Good people. I've got some other folks from Florida right now that I got that come up on the line here and say, "Well, I love you too." That's cool. But I'm seriously, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be back right after this. As I shut this off. Yeah, and we're going to be at, what button do you push? Does it work? Does it not work? Well, thank you, CenturyLink. We don't know what's going to happen. We'll be back after this.
There's no typical meth user. I was from an upper middle class family. Meth is terribly addictive. My first time using it, I was hooked. There was no turning back. I lost my job. I was homeless. I never thought I'd see my family again. I have a great fear of meth because it took so much of me. I mean, it took everything. Meth took over my soul.
Visit our website at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our children and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on unsupervised teens with low self-esteem, who perform poorly in school, who seek a sense of belonging, or are simply bored. Joining a gang often involves violent hazing rituals. Once in a gang, members can become alienated from their families, school, and friends. Drugs, guns, and malicious activity are common elements in gangs. Trying to leave a gang can be a difficult and dangerous process. The best way to get out of a gang is never to join one. Protect kids from being recruited by a gang. Know who they're hanging out with. Involve kids in after-school activities and provide positive role models. Help reduce gang activities in your community by working with local law enforcement and school systems. Don't let a kid you know get involved with gangs. Visit ncpc.org to learn more or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
He is back. Now, on UFO Talk Radio, Glenn Larry.
I am back. Oh, thank you so very much. I was talking to a guy earlier. He goes, "Oh my God, you sound like Art Bell." Well, big deal. I'm not Art Bell. I'm Glenn Larry, and I don't think I'd sound like Art Bell. My voice is similar. It's all radio. But I do love Art Bell. I love what he's done and who he was, and that's that. There's other stations out there that do the same thing I do, but our station's a little bit to the twist. Yeah. We have different callers that call in about whatever. Tonight is open lines, kind of like if we have lines, thanks to whatever. We're hoping it's going to happen. We're down. The library is down. The post office is down. We're all down. 911's down. I do have radios in this town. If you're down, call us, Good Springs Link, and we'll try to get you help. Our cell phones, we don't have a cell phone. We have ham radio. And I got a person in my house right now listening, and just helps me out a little bit, because communication is very important in a small town. Yeah. Even a big town, if something happens, if you got a little code going on, help things out. I don't know. Radios are hard to work with if you don't know how to work a radio, but cell phones you do, and hopefully you have a landline. But landlines are becoming so expensive. And as you can see, kind of old style, I guess, but we're trying to work with it. Yeah. So we're going to go kind of like the Skype thing and some other things and see how that works. I'm doing everything I can. And there's a situation we can take care of. If you have an idea, give me a call. Not this number. Email me at Glenn Larry, GLENNLARY 51 at gmail.com. And I'll get that message from you. You have some ideas to help me out. May who you may be, it all helps. Tell me the truth. The truth is, thank you. Thank you. I'm at my, and of course, money's gone up on your Facebook page or not Facebook, but your GoDaddy accounts, your pages, your web pages. It's all gone up. And I get that. We're doing the best we can. We're having fun with it. Radio is fun. And to make it fun is you when you call in and talk to us about crazy stuff. Good. We do have a mute button. We do have a discount button. It discounts you off the air forever to calling into the radio station. But we want good callers, people that want to talk about whatever. But, things happen. Now, the politics going on. We're not into politics, no. But I'm tired of all the crap. Yeah. You got Kennedy, you got Trump, you got, of course, Biden and whoever, who's all going to run? Fine and dandy. Just fix the country where we're not paying high gases and all sorts of gas. And gas is, and plus the other gases we have going on. And the homeless, the people that have real mental problems, they need help. There's got to be a way of making this happen. Republican or Democrat. I don't know how it works, but we got to fix this country. We got to fix this country. If it's not the politicians, it's us. We got to fix this country. How we're going to do it, we got to figure that out. Yeah, it's a lot to figure out. Maybe the aliens will come down and figure it out. Maybe they'll just kind of make it all happen. Like Star Trek. There's no money system, whatever. Everybody's taken care of. Everybody's equal. You tell you whatever, Well, what can I say? I don't want that. As I get older, I see different things going on and different views and what have you. And I just want to be me and do radio. That's all I care about, to tell the truth. And we're on YouTube. You're going to hear this all the world. But I want a great thanks to Sheldon Battery out there, locally guy, takes care of our battery backup. We want to thank him kindly. Shelton Battery, you want to know about batteries, how batteries work? I don't care what battery it is. You can call Jeff at 702-262-8180. Yeah. He's a guy talk about batteries, and I have a lot of batteries, and I got questions, and I call him. Yeah. You got to know, people's knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? I don't care from carpet to what have you, but there's a gal in Pennsylvania, Kennett Square. I was there. I'm going back. Now, Chief's over. He's from there. I think he's going to Florida for his little vacation home. No, but he's Chief, great guy, Chief Hall. We love him very much. And I want a big shout out to Station 23 out there, to all the fire folks out there and the men and women that work so hard to protect Avondale and the whole area. What a great fire company, man. To be a volunteer of a fire department, that's cool. Get off your couch, involve yourself, get involved in volunteering for a fire company or fire department. They'll give you all the training, everything you need, just like you are a regular fire person. And it's hard training. It's worth it. If you love it and desire it, do it. EMS, anything, even police, fire, do it all, volunteer. It's a one-time chance in life when you're young. You get old, I can't lift the hose. That'd be me. I can't lift it. Just joking. I can do radios. But seriously, care about your local community and take time out and do something if you can, no matter what it is. Pick up some garbage. I don't give up, whatever. Doesn't take much. But anyway, I was at Kennett Square at the Creekside Diner. I always forget that. Karen, thank you so much. I'll be back soon. Love you. Thank you so much in Kennett Square in Pennsylvania. I want to thank you so much. We love you. And all the firefighters. The Clark County out there, stations 78, 87, and 77. It's like Henry Ford just talking to, it's almost like an impression. It was this is Henry Fonda, almost just like that. But no, those stations, we want to thank you so much. And all the doctors and the nurses that help us all out during this time. Again, we do thank you. I am Glenn Larry. I am live here at beautiful downtown Good Springs. We'll be back after this.
Are you ready? What you are about to experience is real. Right along with us. From deep in the desert of Nevada, The Glenn Larry Show.
I feel so good about that. I feel so good about being who I am. I feel so good about talking to you and loving you and being what we do. We talk about the ups and downs, what's going around, whatever. And I know that you want to say something that you can never say without cussing words. Of course, we're on radio. I have forgotten once in a while, say the mild stuff, but you got to watch that. But anyway, the ghosts, the phenomena of the psychic world, the UFOs, the unknown, it's here and it's all around us. Every day we have an experience that you can't explain or you don't see. I had my eyes fixed, okay? I had these cataracts fixed. And ever since then, I see things passing by. Is it a shadow? Is it maybe something because of the lens they put in? No, I'm seeing things. And my cat sees things too. She sees stuff that I have not seen. Sure, but she does see some weird things. And I go, whoa, what are you looking at? And she'll come up on me and lay down and look. Now, she's not that affectionate all the time, but when that happens, she comes to me and curls down and looks and follows. Now, that's a sign. If you have a cat like that does that, that's a sign. Dogs normally bark, bah, 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 and follow and bark, bah, bah. They see something, they want to talk to you and let you know. Cats are that way. If you have several cats, they see the same thing following. You know there's something happening. Yeah, think about it. The dogs can be very annoying because they see a lot of things all the time. Not only because they're outside and whatever, but if they're inside and see something moving and really see something worthwhile seeing, not just a bug or whatever, they'll let you know. And you have to be conscious of what that dog is telling you. The pets have a communication that they know to let you know. And that's your protector. They love you. They want to be loved by you. The cats and the dog want to love you all the time, but they want to protect you too. That's their give back. That's who they are. And even birds do the same things. Yes, they do. And so be aware of that. Don't be afraid of seeing and understanding your animals. Yeah. I've learned with this cat. Unbelievable stuff. Are they here to hurt you? Are they just a friend checking by? It might be an angel. Who knows, But when you have paranormal stuff happen in your house and your animals are alert to it, well, you should pay some attention to all that because that's something going on. And get a hold of a real true psychic. Someone knows what's going on. I've had so much fun with Ghost Adventures in Las Vegas, those folks. And I have actually been in the Pioneer Saloon and seen things myself up here in Good Springs, Nevada since 1913. Oh, I love that place. My house built in 1911. Well, that's old too. I think they made the huge hooch up here first and sent it down there. I've heard rumors. But no, I have great fun and great time with those folks down there. And I come down, have my specials and stuff. My buddy Randy is supposed to be arriving very soon. It's almost coming on 15 to the top of the hour of 8 o'clock. Yeah, we're a little late. We got punched out. Yeah, got punched back in. Thank you, YouTube. We appreciate you. It wasn't your fault. We know who it is. We don't worry about that. But anyway, I have been hacked, I guess, on Facebook. So we're trying to resolve that. That's a real pain. You can take out all the protection you want, all the Google, everything, and they'll get through. Why would they come after me? Why? I got nothing for threatening anybody. I don't get it. But apparently I do. So I think it's other stations and other folks that do the same type of show that I do that are worried about. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, I want to thank you so very much for tuning in. We have a great show coming up here in a couple of weeks. And it's about time travel. Now, I had Stephen Gibbs on, and I have these folks that went through this whole thing. They're relative in a place in a university, and they were experimenting on time travel, and they stepped through, and things happened. And we have now learned through certain folks, and I've corresponded with them in many ways, media. And we'll come to find out that these folks have met their brother, or I guess cousin, through the past. They come to the future, and they're going back and forth, and they're telling the story. That's going to come up. And hopefully Avery, my buddy Avery, will be on, and some other folks. And if you go back and do the archives, you will see about time travel. Oh, I love this, my favorite. And of course, Stephen Gibbs, I have all that stuff on classic archives. That'll be kind of dubbing in here and there. And we'll hear some cool stuff. Are you a time traveler? Do you know somebody that's a time traveler that say they are on correspondent, what have you, you have them get a hold of me at Glenn Leary, GLENN LARY 51 @gmail.com. Please, I beg of you, if you're a time traveler, if you really are a time traveler, you've got some answers. I have a story. I want to hear it. And again, if you have other broadcasters out there that want to carry the show, we're open to that. It's free. Just carry our show. Just need your time and dates when you do it and who you are. It's great. Old Man Liver. He's my neighbor. He's got chickens. He's got everything. Old Man Liver whiskey. Yeah, I tried that. Not bad. Not bad at all. I had other, may I say, whiskeys in my day, but not the same. No. People are still driving by and waving. I'm waving back at them. They are locals, and some are seeing us on other stations, on podcasts, of course. We're on Google, we're iHeart, Archer, Twitter, Spotify, Speaker, Reverb Nation, Facebook, and all that stuff too. Facebook, we're working on again. I had some glitches. I changed a code. I changed the password, and I bumped us off StreamYard to them, but we're back on. So tune in to UFO Talk Radio, and YouTube is big. YouTube, Glenn Leary, LARY. Actually, GLENN LARY. Go to K Ghost Radio, K Ghost, Larry Glenn Anderson, and it's YouTube. So if you're not listening now, I'm going to pull up, I'm going to get rid of this. What you're seeing on the screen is actually a probe from, I believe, aliens, from my buddy's back here. I'm going to show that. And that's from my buddy Ken. And bless his soul, man. What a great guy. This is our, actually, I'm going to show you. So this is our first station. This is out of a school bus about, I'd say, 18 years ago. It's a school bus, and this is our station there. We were pirate back then, but we're not now. That was fun. And here we are in the Bell Studio. The Bell Studio, who that is. That's the Bell clock, the Art Bell clock. Oh, yeah. And I have it here in the studio here. Very expensive clock. There are clocks that are made like that, but not like this one. Yeah, this is very expensive. And when I came into some money, I bought that for the studio because of Art Bell. I love him dearly. What a great man. I'll tell you for sure. The best of the best. Nobody can replace him. We all do talk radio. And I know, and people said, oh my God, you sound like him. Now, I want to be me who I am and do my thing. But I love art. I went to his gravesite. We had long story, but we'll talk to somebody about that. We are K Coast Radio, FM 101.3. And I'll tell you, I was at the Pioneer Saloon back in the day, and I was playing piano. And this orb was over me. It was taken from a guy that had a digital camera back in the day. And that's what he got. There's the orb. My hands swelled up. Half the keys are missing. If you zoom in to that piano, you'll see. But I played it like Liberace. Unbelievable. It happened. And it would always happen when I touched that piano. So there was someone there that really played piano that wanted to come through me and play that. It was channeling, it's called. When I've been involved with channeling, very extremely, trust me. But I want to show you another picture here. It's pretty cool. Stephen Gibbs. Yeah, we'll be talking about him. This is his time machine. His, I'll tell you more about it when you see it. But that was sent to me. And Art Bell has the same one. This is the same one Art Bell has. And this is Stephen Gibbs. Picture that I have of him. Kind of looks so weird because of the color. But there he is. Yeah, a lot of fun. Guy was a genius. A little, not so bad, but he was like really had it together, electronic wise. And I remember Art Bell talking to him and saying, well, that does make sense. Wow, yeah. But I would not plug it in or make it happen. I mean, you imagine plugging this device in, sincerely, and going, okay, I'm going to plug this in and take a gander. Will I survive or not? So when I got this whole thing that Art Bell has or had, I don't know where it's at now, but this was sent to me by Gib Stephen, and I'm saying to myself, would I plug this in? I mean, hold it and things drop in the well, and would you? Well, Art Bell said he would not either. And so there it sits on our shelf, but it is it's really something to talk about. I don't know if our phone lines are open. I'm going to give that out and see what happens.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry. With Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada. Dial 1-702-874-1113. That's 702-874-1113.
Let's see if they work.
Here's Glenn Larry.
Thank you, Ross. I love that guy, man. Very professional in the radio, and he is big time, and he's big time everywhere. He's been on many talk shows and does MC stuff for us. And thank you kindly so much, Ross, for your tolerance and doing what you do for K-Ghost Radio, UFOTalkRadio.com, and LateNightTalkRadio.com. That's us. LateNightTalkRadio.com. That's us. And we own the domain name. We're going to be doing some other things too with that. So Late Night Talk. Yeah. How much fun is that? Yes, I'll be on. Believe me, it'll be fun for everybody. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Want to also say hello to a friend of mine out there in Radio Land, actually out there. John Geyer, actually. John Geyer. Yeah. Went to school with him. Nice guy. And he's still pushing through all the rough times, doing well. And all the people from Olympia High School. Went to high school up there, by the way. You all know that. If you go to Olympia High School or go to OlympiaRadio.com. Click on that. It shows everything. Yeah. Fun stuff, man. Graduated in 75. Had fun with that. Oh my gosh. All the folks in high school. Yeah. They're having class reunions. I don't go to them because I am so busy. I can't get to them. I want to, but darn it, I never make them. But I see you all pictures, and I don't know who's who, but I can kind of figure out some of them, But for all the folks that have passed through our days growing up from Olympia High School and all that I know, I send my love and my sadness of love and happiness of love that passed on. But they're in a better place. But for those that were, the families and what have you, I give you my love. I'm sorry. But anyway, it's all a good day. And Olympia Radio is a good thing because it's just for Olympia. OlympiaRadio.com is for you. And if you want a bumper sticker, you just go to OlympiaRadio.com and let me know. It's all there. And you can go right to the OlympiaRadio@gmail.com. And we'll send you some stuff out, even a coffee cup too. So that goes out to you. Our mothership will be K-Ghost Radio. Yes. And our new websites will be all under that. You can hit every one of them, from Country Vault Radio, OlympiaRadio.com, UFO Talk Radio, Area 51 Talk Radio. It'll all be there under the mothership, and we'll have different programmings for each one. So that will be the way to come to K-Ghost Radio. And we'll have it all for you. And we're going to be back right after this. Again, thank you so much for listening. I am Glenn Larry. Having fun with you.
Are you ready? What you are about to experience is real.
I know that. I'm trying to tell them that, but I'm trying to get you the other thing. Thank you so much.
There's no typical meth user. I was from an upper middle class family. Meth is terribly addictive. My first time using it, I was hooked. there was no turning back. I lost my job. I was homeless. I never thought I'd see my family again. I have a great fear of meth because it took so much of me. I mean, it took everything. Meth took over my soul.
Visit our website at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Every day, people are afraid to report violent crimes. In times like these, choosing to report a crime or helping the police can be a difficult decision. A no-snitching culture has sprung up in our communities, making it unpopular and sometimes even dangerous to report a crime. Do the right thing by calling 911 or your local crime tip line. If you're the victim of a crime, report it. If you know about a crime, report it. To learn more about how to do the right thing, visit ncpc.org or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice,
Just
National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Just report it. Tell them what's going on. Don't lie to the officer. Well, I don't know what the guy's name was, what he looked like. He might be your neighbor. Report to you know who, whatever. No, our little Good Springs of Nevada. I love it up here. It's so beautiful. Low on crime, but we know the players. We know them. Oh, we really know the players. We don't bother them about that. They all work here for us and what have you. But they don't. We know the players. You know what I'm saying. We don't want dope. We want all that crap here in Good Springs. No, we don't want the off-roaders coming through the town of Good Springs. It's not your playground or your playground out there in your town. Let them know this is not your place. This is where we live. We love our community. So I want you to volunteer. Have you thought about that? Maybe Historical Society volunteered to help out with them. Your fire department, even your food sharing, helping them out. They help here in town so many people, and I thank them for what they helped me with. There's time when I haven't been at the grocery store, and then we got cat food now. Thank God. You don't know. I don't care how rich you are, how poor you are, you help out. That's the giveness of love from the heart for who you are. Give, help. It could be me, it could be you, any day. Without anything. Help. I've been an odd fellow for years, and they know me for that. I've been odd fellows with that whole thing. Elks Lodge too. But I've always helped. Don't be afraid to help. If you haven't got it, you haven't got it. Find somebody else that can. Don't be ashamed. Don't ever turn anybody down. Get them help. Somehow. You can't do it. Find somebody else, or at least ask somebody else. And find there's always a solution to a problem. Help. I'm Larry Glenn Anderson, K-Ghost Radio. I love you. Have fun. Let's do more shows and UFOs. Get these phone lines going. Get these hackers off my back. I love you so much. God bless you, everybody. Be well. This is Glenn Larry, and I know I have a kind of a crazy show, but it's all worth it. Have fun. If you don't, show damn fault, right? Yeah.